Gemma, that's Mike. This is the Red Carpet Show where we talk about baseball player fashion. Not on the field, because you already know what that is. You can see it when you watch a game, but off the field. And our first look today is extremely off the field, I would say. José Ramírez, who just had to get hand surgery, is in the hospital, and he's just looking great, honestly. This is not a hospital gown. Check this out.
This is amazing.
Oh.
When I went in for surgery, the last thing on my mind was like, I'm gonna look fresh and gorgeous and beautiful. And instead, he's in designer sweatpants, a designer sweatshirt. I assume those are designer shoes.
Oh, almost certainly they are.
Yeah, like, you've got to have your look on point for when you come out of your, like, anesthetic state where you're babbling about, I don't know, like, dinosaurs or whatever, and then you're like, oh, but actually I look amazing. This rules.
This, to me, is the mark of somebody who truly understands fashion, which is to say, at no point in your life are you not serving a look. So even if you just had surgery, you better make sure that everyone can tell how cool you remain. Doesn't matter. There's no excuse. You can't be like, oh, I'm just going to wear my bad pajamas. I don't even believe José Ramírez has ratty pajamas. I assume all of his pajamas are Balenciaga at this point.
This does make me wonder, is there like the Dolce & Gabbana hospital gown where it's like, yes, you need a hospital gown, but it is made out of leather. It does have like intricate stitching. It costs $5,000.
Okay, if you had to give this look one emoji, what would you give it?
Okay, this one I do have to break. I know it's the first one of the episode, but I have to break and say we're doing like the sick guy with a glittering diamond. How about you? What do you give it?
I'm going to give it just the thumbs up emoji to match the thumbs up he's giving us in the picture, you know?
This one's so good.
Yeah,
oh
he's just doing thumbs up.
Yeah,
I like it.
I love it.
All right, our next look is a little bit maybe more closer to a red carpet situation. It's Tim Anderson walking into the stadium, I believe. Check him out. So classic, so refined.
He's got like the tight gray jeans, a sweet pair of shoes, a cool t-shirt, Dolce & Gabbana, nice little stripe across, and the suit jacket. Like he's not doing anything brand new, but everything fits really well. Everything is really nice. He looks cool. That bag he's got is really upscale and a much better way to carry your stuff around than like a sixth grader with a backpack. I think this one is super cool, and it's kind of the thing that, like, if I could go into a business meeting looking like that, that's what I would want to wear.
I kind of feel that he's had a whole day before this. He's just been seeing the sights. I don't know, I feel like he's been on a boat, like in a river. I have no idea. It's just very luxurious to me, without looking like it's too formal. Also, I appreciate the Dolce & Gabbana matching of the t-shirt and the shoes. The heels say Dolce & Gabbana, you know, it's the same look, really clean lines to match the Dolce & Gabbana logo. We can have a whole discussion about wearing logos on every aspect of your clothing at a different time.
Right.
But I appreciate that the look as a whole mimics the cleanliness of the logo itself. That is really pleasing to me aesthetically, as is Tim Anderson generally. So if you had to give this one an emoji, what would it be?
Oh, I'm going with the $sign because this does look like a businessman, like, about to walk into a meeting where he's like, yeah, hang on one second, like, that yes, that no, that yes, I'm out of here, I've got, like, another app to go develop. I don't really understand what business is, so to me, that's
business.
That's business.
Well, I would give this just the applause, because based on the direction he's walking, the expression on his face, I just assume he's walking directly into an audience of people applauding for him, which is deserved. So.
I think that's fair. I like that.
All right, our next look, a very casual candid from Yasiel Puig. Yes. Just looking off into the distance, contemplative, relaxed,
and
hair color.
I think one thing to know about this is he posted this pretty soon after he became an American citizen. And if you notice on his shirt, which is like a bandana come to life and is sprung out around him, is that there are some like stars and stripes.
Yeah, I was wondering, is that part of the shirt or is that like a different thing that he's holding? Like, is that a flag? Because the shirt itself has the bandana pattern, like the pocket and the sleeves, and then it kind of looks like either it's part of the shirt down here, like down by his waist, or he's like holding an actual American flag or American flag bandana. I'm not sure.
I assumed it was part of the shirt because the pocket has the stars and stripes, and I would just imagine that would be hard to do. But again, this outfit is clearly put together for I'm just hanging out, not looking. But I mean, look at the way he's posed. He's got the watch out, which I believe we think is a gold Rolex. You know, everything is... The the planned casualness of
Yeah, it
hanging
looks
out.
like a glamorous photo shoot, which I
Yeah.
appreciate. This could be a GQ photo.
No, I think this is really cool. One, I think bandanas are a really cool style. I like to
Uh-huh.
keep one in my back pocket. I think they look really cool. They have that cool paisley pattern. So now you're bringing in, like into the shirt, but it's not. If it was the whole shirt, I'd be like, this is overwhelming. What's happening? But the fact that it's just like a little touch in the sleeve, and you've got this little touch of the pocket. What do you think? What's going on in your head?
Okay, if I had to give this look an emoji, I thought about a lot of things because I like the pattern, I like the nod to Americana, but still being completely Yasiel Puig.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, oh, I'll do the American flag. Oh no, that's boring. I was like, oh, maybe I'll do a palm tree because even though I feel like this is probably like in and around Michigan, Ohio, like I'm like, no, there are no palm trees. So what I'm gonna do is give it the like shooting star emoji. One, because Yasiel Puig is a shooting star. Two, because at one point he even shaved that into the side of his head. Three, it matches the motif of his outfit, and it sort of fits into the fireworks Americana without being overtly any of those things, which is what I think this look is doing as well.
I like where you're coming from, and I'm going to do something similar. I'm going to do the guy in the cowboy hat. Yes, he's not a cowboy,
okay.
but the bandana, cowboys had bandanas. Cowboys are sort of like, he's wearing jeans in this classic Americana kind of thing, without being like over-the-top patriotic. So that's what I'm going to give this one.
I think that's great. And now for our last look of the show, Daniel Norris. Daniel Norris was apparently out in Texas on the hunt for some crepes, like you do, and he found some furniture on the street and sat on it and posed for a photo, which I live in New York City and went to college here, and it is something I myself have also done, so no judgment to Daniel Norris.
The only difference is that if you do it in New York City, you sit upon a throne of trash rather than a chair.
Well, he's sitting next to a bag of trash, I believe. I mean, it might be leaves, but it kind of seems
trash.
like a bag of trash. But what is not trash is his whole look here. As always, Daniel Norris is somebody who walks around looking like at any moment he's taking the photo for his debut album cover, which is great, which is a really amazing aesthetic to have, honestly, because most of us do not walk around like that. Sunglasses on, graphic tee, he's working with the two-tone shoes here. The one thing that to me, I'm like, oh, maybe you could have gone with a different thing here as a jean instead of khaki, maybe.
Yes.
However, it does aesthetically match what is going on in his scene. It feels right. It feels like it's going to be like a pop country record. But if he did a jean, it could have either been full country or like rockabilly,
I mean, I will always agree to get rid of khaki. I don't know why khaki, the color of your local IT supervisor, nothing wrong with that, but is like also what all menswear is supposed to be. Like, guys, khaki just... No, so that's my one issue with this. I do adore the shoes. These are Vans surf shoes. They're actually doing a lot of super cool sort of like throwback stuff, because most people think of Vans, they just think of the checkered ones. But these are surf-inspired shoes from an old classic line. So I think those shoes just like really help bring the outfit together. And if you do notice, I would say this is part of the outfit, is of course he has his large camera right in the corner of the frame to let you know that like I'm being photographed right now, but once this is done, I'm going to be taking artful photographs.
He does take artful photographs, and they're very good, actually. Yeah, I think he's a pretty good photographer. You should check out his Instagram, which we do obviously all the time. I like this.
He did it. It's good.
I talked to this guy at a barbecue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, why not? He seems interesting. He has a camera.
He's looking for crepes.
He's sitting on garbage. What emoji would you give this?
I am giving this the camera emoji because I think that is a big part of this. What are you giving this?
Sunglasses.
Yeah.
Sunglasses, because it seems very casual, cool to me. Very unstudied. It's not like trying at all to be that. It just effortlessly is, which I think is the vibe that Norris kind of carries around with him. Well, those were all of our looks for today, but there's one more fashionable MLB player that we wanted to talk about, but really it doesn't fit in the show because he's not wearing clothes.
Yes.
And I am talking about Christian Yelich, who posed for ESPN's The Body Issue, which, if you are not familiar with it, is when athletes show off their bodies. Is this fashion? Yes, it is. I will leave it at that. I have no emojis to say. I will just,
My question...
show you.
Why is an abandoned warehouse his red carpet. At no point should you be around heavy machinery in the nude.
Honestly, that does seem dangerous. But so that was the Red Carpet Show. We are here every Friday. If there's a baseball player who you want us to talk about, leave it in the comments. Let us know on Twitter @Cup4. We will look them up. We will talk about that look. If you yourself see something at a baseball game that you think should be on the Red Carpet Show, send us that photo too. We'll love to talk about it. Since this is a clothing review show, we couldn't really figure out a way to review this particular lack of clothing other than to say, great work, Christian.
Yeah, nicely done.